5 money. $100 bills, y'all. So let's get into it and see what he has to say. Above all, start moving towards your goal, and then money will flow on automatically. Sounds good. As an accompanying attribute. If you are not on your own true path yet, remember this rule. Don't think about the fact that you don't have enough money. Think about having money. Concentrate on the fact that you have money. Concentrate on the fact that you have money. It doesn't matter how much. The important thing is that you have it and that soon you will have more of it. Receive money with love and joy and let go of it easily. Don't scrimp and save. The more you scrimp, the less you will have. Otherwise, don't accumulate large sums of money without saving for something in particular. Otherwise, you will lose it. Create movement. Funds flow through a pipe, not through a reservoir. Oh my God, I love it. Vadim Zeland's interpretation. When a have-not stands at a shop counter, they count every penny wondering how to economize, spend as stingily as possible, and constantly complaining about how expensive everything is. Their thoughts are focused on one thing: there is never enough money. This thought pattern is in physical reality. How could it be otherwise? They are standing in front of a mirror. Don't think about the money you don't have. Think about the money you do have. You will always find something in your purse. If you don't have the funds for a certain purchase right now, do not spend time regretting it. Just put it off until later. You know that the funds will soon appear. This way you create the corresponding image, which will gradually become reflected in reality. There is another powerful ritual you can use. Collect all the small abandoned coins you find, particularly the rusty ones that no one else bothers to pick up, and place them carefully in a small box, repeating the thought form. You are home now, dear coins. I will look after you and you will call money to me. I take care of money and money loves me and comes to me. Try it and see. Woo! I love it. All right, so this is some of the stuff that I teach in my Mo Money course, but I haven't even read this lesson before. So obviously I'm on the right path. What I teach in the course is that your financial life is like a river, and in order for new funds to flow in, they have to be also flowing out at the same speed. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because you're like, well, how about saving? But when you get this going really smoothly, it will start to transpire that you'll hit a little wave of success and you can hold on to some and then build your savings. That's what I've done. So what ends up backing up that river is what I perceive as like a dam, right? All the debris and junk and wood and stuff that starts to build up. And this is exactly the thinking that Vadim is talking about here, that you can't afford it, or you're counting every penny, or you can't, something isn't right for you. You're not deserving of something. That's a big one. Or not letting money go easily. Maybe you pay your bills like late because you don't want to let the money go. Maybe you owe people money and you don't want to pay them back because who knows why. You're holding on. And in that holding on, you actually create a drop. You stop that money from flowing in because what you're telling your mirror is that there's not enough, or something's messed up, or something isn't right. And this starts really returning back to you in a distorted image coming back from the mirror. So one of the things that I somehow had the insights to gain when I was very, very young is that I needed to be able to feel like I could afford anything. Even in that moment that I didn't have the money for it, I would never tell myself I couldn't afford it. Now, once in a while, I still fall, you know, because I come from poverty mentality, as many of you know, and once in a while, my brain will go back to that thinking, but I very quickly correct myself, and I say, you know what? A variation of reality does in fact exist, where I buy myself this thing, or I get it, and feel no guilt about it whatsoever. So really starting to feel as though whatever you want that comes from financial means is for you in this reality. And like Vadim Zeland says, collect money, collect the money that nobody wants, put it into a box, and say this little mantra, right? And see what happens. I have a magnetization exercise in my Mo Money course where you actually magnetize what I call a money object, and it's very similar to this, and the results have been outstanding. Money is just energy, and if you are messing that energy up with your output, the input is going to be messed up too. So it all comes back around to getting that energy circulating in a very, very free-flowing manner, exactly in the same manner as I talk about with love. It's the same exact thing, but you gotta give it to get it. And it doesn't mean just go and hand money out, but again, I talk about this in my course, exactly how to do this in a way where it comes back and the energy is cyclical and there's no disruption, there's no distortion in the mirror. And these stickers help too. This really does help me, because anytime something happens, maybe I lose out on a sale in my other business, I'm like, you know what? My world's taking care of me. I'm gonna sell it later for more money. And I don't get myself into that negative thinking where I end up suffering financially. So let me know your thoughts, everyone. Remember to like this video and comment below. And yes, curious to hear your thoughts on the money lesson of 78 days of practical transurfing. Thanks guys, bye.